Dog, you can see that. Well, my hit is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get the off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you want till when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on.
Well, the summer beach weather may be long gone, but still a tremendous afternoon for football here in Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Rams. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on, boys, let's go. Let's go.
Here we go, son.
Check, 59, 59. I'm trying to collect.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And incomplete to open things up. David Long, the rookie from West Virginia, there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Touchdown, LA! Todd Gurley. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
That one goes for 24 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Now a first down carry by Bell. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
On second down, it's Bell. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
Check, 59, 59. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Yo, 80. 59,
Darnold from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Littleton in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Well, you know, he hated taking the loss there on third down. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, watch that, watch that.
Now a first down throw, gone. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll run on first down. It's Bell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Play action. It's Darnold. Caught here by Bell.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go, son. 50 to Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, team. Let's get that ball.
On third down, here's Bell. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
58 to Mike. Don't get nervous, man, ain't he? Watch out, watch out.
On first down, it's Darnold. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Vinatieri's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
57 to Mike. Mike 57. Ready? Hey, check Mike 57.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I got one. Check.
Now gone. And that's complete to Cooks. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
That's another Rams 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Tight ends left.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. The linebacker C.J. Mosley in on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the curl, watch the curl. Ric Flair. Go, 12, go. Kill. Recon, 132 fighter.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 23.
Brings up 3rd down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Break up. 180.
The 20-yard line.
You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the red zone now, Goff. And now he'll tuck it and run. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Mike 54. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Step.
Now Gurley. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week, they're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
That's track. 11. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. I got one. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go, baby.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if
under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Aaron Donald. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Darnold on first down. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll run it with Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On first down, Bell. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From just shy of midfield, Darnold. He's going to look deep down the field, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Let's go.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Off of play action, Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Darnold. That one complete to Anderson. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Bell with a first down carry there, as he'll get about 4 out of that. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Darnold. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Darnold now to throw. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 14th touchdown now on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 21-17. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odd.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Brandon Copeland in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
We go tonight. Black 20. Let him know. 76. Tell him. 76. 76.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Going up top for Kupp. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it.
20. 54, Mike. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Watch the run. They're running it. Hey, watch that. Watch that. Hey, Shell. Mike, 54. Pick it up. Pick it up. Hey, Delta. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch it.
On first down, gone. For Hill. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They run with Bell on first down as he'll get forward for about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Bell. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10.
Hold on. Check. 57.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
We go, Todd. Wait, 20. 12. Hey, exit. 57's the mic. Rock 57.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 3rd down, it's Bell, and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First down, New York.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Tight end run, tight end run. 3 down, 3 down.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Mike's 50. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
To throw is Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
He is just not at his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At the 17-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them.
Hey, Haywood.
From the gun, here's Goff. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Protein spill.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again they run with Gurley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Cut. 180. 57. You just warm up. Super. 57.
Out of the gun. Goff. Open man right side is Cup, complete. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
76.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Another carry now for Gurley. And an alley to run. 20. Todd Gurley. Wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one. Right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He rifles one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and Gurley, he fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose, and it's scooped up by the Jets. There he goes left side, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
It's a gain of 35. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
Henderson now on 1st and 10.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
In your face.
Point out. Jim.
Topper!
They run once more with Henderson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And he's got some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Check how you won. Mike 5-4.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight.
On 2nd down, it's Henderson. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The Rams on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Again, it's Henderson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold going deep now for Herndon. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
180. 57. Get that quarterback at all costs.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Again, it's Henderson. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Back to throw, Darnold. He's got his man. That's Wallace. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Darnold. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a 1st, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. He's able to find Wallace. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. A 1st down throw, Darnold. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. That was a safety Taylor Rapp right there on the coverage. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now Darnold. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 11, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Come on, 180. Yeah, I got you.
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves.